Hello, can you hear me?
And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, my name is Ingram Jones, and I have with me tonight special guest, all the way from the States, former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Bermane Stiverne. Bermane, how are we doing?
Excellent. Doing great.
Let's try and get you up. So, how have things been with you, Bermane?
I think it's good. Everything is good. In preparation in camp for my next fight, which is with Alexander Povetkin. So everything is great so far. So good.
Now, I also have in the room with me our US correspondent, Bo Bland. Bo, how we doing, man? You in the room?
Yes, I am. I'm right here.
Bo's on vacation, but as soon as he heard that Bermane Stiverne was in the room, Bo had to come into the room. He had to
That's
come
right.
off his vacation because Bermane the man was in the room. Bo, a couple of words to everyone tonight?
Yeah, I want to say hi to everybody. Even though I'm on vacation, I'm still following boxing, as you guys can see, because it's a passion for me. Um, Thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here talking to Mr. Stiverne. Hey, I got a question. Stiverne, you from Haiti, right?
Yes, sir.
I am in the Dominican Republic right now as we speak, sir.
You're right there next door.
I'm right next to the home, to your home country. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to talking boxing with some good boxing minds.
Okay, Bermane. Well, the story is out. We've just finished talking to Peter Fury, and it's quite ironic that we did an interview with Peter Fury, and while I did the interview with Peter Fury, finished the interview and upload the interview, and Peter Fury was talking about Eddie Hearn, you then tweeted me or left me a message on my phone, and exactly what Peter Fury was saying about Eddie Hearn, you've just come back and said exactly the same thing straight after, which is unbelievable. Like within an hour, and Peter Fury and yourself have never met, and you're both saying the same thing. It's unreal. Before I begin, I must say, Peter Fury sends his regards on to you, and all the best for your fight coming up against Alexander Povetkin.
Same to him.
Okay, so let's get into it, Bermane. You are absolutely fuming. What's going on?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out what's going on because everybody is like calling me and asking me why did I turn down the fight. I said, what are you? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And then they're like, it's online and this and that. So I said, I haven't heard anything. And then somebody sent me a link of something that was said on online and how everybody said no. Pulev said no. And then it was, who's the other one? I forgot who was the other one. And then my name showed up. How they offered me twice the money of Povetkin fight, but the offer of Povetkin just came out, so it don't even make any sense anyway, you know. And apparently that he said that he offered me twice of the money of Povetkin, and I said no. So my question is, I never signed anything yet for my purse. How do you know that to offer me twice of the money I'm fighting for Povetkin? I mean, can you help me? I mean, because I didn't sign anything. I'm still negotiating for my purse, and there's no numbers that's set or are accepted.
Well, according to Eddie Hearn, he says that Don King's a very difficult man to negotiate and deal with.
I say that is everybody. Everybody's going to say that, and 95% or 99% of the people will believe it because of the reputation that Don King has, so to speak. So it's easy to believe Earns before you believe anybody else. You see what I'm saying? But as far as what I know, I never nobody called me. Eddie didn't call me. Don King never talked about it. I spoke to Don about this Joshua thing forever, and never he mentioned to me that they wanted to give me double the money with Povetkin. Hell, I would have fight him for. Come on now, this, you know, from day one, he's been doing this for the past 2-3 months, even since Joshua fought. What was his last fight? He fought
Brazil.
Yes. Since that fight, my name been brought up, and it was always some kind of, you know, using my name and other people's name, but don't have any attention. Maybe he wants to sell Joshua as if nobody wants to fight him, and we all scared of Joshua. The same thing that Luis Ortiz people did. Actually had a contract, and I signed the contract and sent it back to Golden Boy. And then next thing you know, I'm the one that's scared, and I never returned the call. Or I told you, it took me 5 minutes to sign the contract with Luis Ortiz, and I sent it back to Eric Gomez, who is responsible for the Golden Boy. He works for Golden Boy.
According to reports, Pulev wasn't interested in the fight. He'd rather defend his European title in Bulgaria than fight for the world title against Joshua. So he's out of the mix. And you weren't interested either, according to Eddie Hearn. He said, Bermane Stiverne wasn't interested.
So right there, it doesn't make any sense. Why would Pulev turn down this fight to fight for the European title? It don't make no sense. I don't know what kind of drug Eddie Hearn is smoking, or whatever drink he's smoking, but he's definitely on something. So, and for him to lie like this, there's no need to.
So I can tell you at the moment you are a very upset individual, very upset.
I hate for people to lie about me, especially speak from me or put words in my mouth. That never came out of my mouth.
Well, it puts it out. It makes it look as if you were scared of fighting Joshua.
Exactly.
It's quite funny. Early on, you were on Facebook and we were talking. I joked, and I said to you earlier, "Are you fighting Anthony Joshua?" I couldn't resist asking the question.
Yeah, that was earlier, but I didn't even know about this, and that was never like.
It was never
exactly.
Right. Because we knew we're waiting to hear. We're still waiting to hear about this contract with you and Povetkin. So Joshua was nowhere in sight. So when you send a message afterwards,
people are still talking about me fighting Joshua. When you see, it's so weird how this fight with Povetkin is going on 2 months since it's been announced by the WBC. But then Eddie Hearn is still talking about me fighting Joshua, which makes no sense. Everybody, the whole world know that I'm fighting Povetkin, but then Eddie Hearn is over there with the media in England, try to say that I'm still a possibility or option. I'm not no option. Kind of like I don't know. He's what I really want to say, I'll keep it to myself.
Well, Peter Fury was quite frank in what he said tonight. In terms of the whole Tyson Fury thing, he said that the rats that are around him would these are his words, not mine. He said that the rats that are within the boxing game are quite happy and would give the sanctioning bodies a blowjob to ensure that Tyson got his title stripped from him. So Tyson at the moment is he's not boxing at the moment due to medical reasons, and he will be back next year. But according to Eddie Hearn, again, Eddie Hearn said that Tyson won't ever box again. Eddie Hearn also said that even though the Team Fury has said that Tyson has got medical issues and he's been advised not to box at the moment and to rest, Eddie Hearn says that basically Peter and Cole should slap him in the face, tell him to fix himself up and fight and defend his title against Klitschko, even though the guy's not in a mentally in the right state. This is Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn is a dickhead. That's what he is. A dickhead.
You said it, but I mean, see, fight fans will think
even you know, I met him once in my life. Is when Adonis fought one of his guys.
Tony Bellew.
Was it? Yeah, yes. And Eddie Hearn was running his mouth and saying a bunch of stupidness, and then look what happened to your boy. You know, and don't you have the other one too? He came back with somebody else with Adonis, the Polish guy. Is he with Eddie Hearn?
No, he's not with Eddie Hearn.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, it was him, and right there, like everything he was saying before the fight with Adonis, I knew he's just full of shit. Because in my opinion, you know, he's been. I don't know why is my name keep popping up. There's no reason why my name is should be in there in the mix when I'm scheduled to fight for the interim WBC. We're not even in the same ratings like the belts.
Where are you ranked? Where are you ranked by the IBF, by the way? Or
I
are
don't
you
know.
ranked by the IBF?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. So, I mean, is it even workable? Let's say Povetkin wasn't around. Would it even be workable for you to fight Joshua based on the fact you're not ranked by the IBF or not in the IBF rankings as such?
Yeah, but don't the IBF has a rule that I would have to be ranked in the first 15 or 10 for me to fight Joshua?
Something like that, yes, would be.
I don't know where I'm ranked in the IBF, but I do know for sure that I'm not in the top 15. So why would he even put my name in the mix, idiot? Don't make no sense. Don't make any sense.
See, the idea is the implication looks as if you're ducking Joshua, and people.
I'm not ducking nobody. I would never duck nobody. If anybody wants to fight me, I have no problem fighting nobody. I never ducked anybody in my life, and I would never duck anybody in my life. You understand what I'm saying to you? So all that other bullshit that ever happened with Luis Ortiz, that was bullshit. You know, his people over there was all talking this nonsense, and then here we go again with Joshua. Well,
the story is now that Vladimir Klitschko could be facing Joshua in November.
I don't think it's a good idea for Joshua.
According to Peter Fury, again, he says because Peter was trying to get Huey to fight Joshua. And
that would be a tough fight for him.
And according to Eddie Hearn, he said that Huey doesn't bring in the figures, the pay-per-view figures. And then Peter retorted and said, okay, if you're asking who Huey Fury's fought, ask the question, who has Anthony Joshua fought?
You know, I like Joshua. You know, he's very. I told you I met him once.
Yes.
Actually, I met him twice. I just remember that he came years ago maybe at the gym. I think he was fresh out of the Olympics,
Okay.
and I met him there. And then I met him maybe it was when Froch fought um, at the Wimbledon arena, Grove. I met him again. I saw him again. Cool guy, very cool guy, down to earth or whatever. But me, when it comes to the people that works around him, and I'm talking about Eddie Earns. The only thing Eddie gonna do to Joshua's career is hurt his career.
Says here, Adam Scott has just commented. He said Eddie Hearn has said Bermane Stiverne would fight Povetkin in Russia for less money than face Anthony Joshua in London.
Like I said, Eddie Earn is a dickhead, a liar. That's what he is, a dickhead, a liar. I never said that. Never said that. I never had any offer to fight Joshua. It was never presented to me. Even more important, nobody ever gave me. Like I said before, how can you offer me twice the money that I'm getting for Povetkin when I don't even have any numbers of what I'm fighting Povetkin? I'm negotiating right now. I'm still negotiating right now. So what is he talking about?
Maybe he's the one who's deciding numbers between yourself and Povetkin. Maybe Eddie Hearn's doing that.
maybe he's my manager and I don't know.
Right. Hey, can I just hear 1 second?
Bo, jump in, please. Feel free.
Okay. I did a vid about this because supposedly they wanted Parker, but Parker has Joseph Parker. Parker has a fight coming up with Dimitrenko. And I remember in the vid that I did, I mentioned how Hearns wanted Pelev and Stiverne, and I said Stiverne has a mandatory WBC #1 contender match with Povetkin, so he's out. I'm currently looking at the IBF rankings right now, and yes, Stiverne, you're right. You are not even in the top 15. So there was no way you was even in the picture for that. But on top of that, to your point, is they've been tossing around all these names. First, it was Parker, Pelev, even Ruiz at one point before he went to Peter Fury. They've been tossing all these names to fight Anthony Joshua. I remember somebody even, I don't know if Eddie Hearns mentioned, but they was mentioning a Big Baby Miller even at one point. There's been a lot of names being talked up about somebody fighting Anthony Joshua, and it's been confusing. I just hate that you have a situation where a guy like yourself who has never had a track record of ever turning down a fight this coming up. And if you think about it, why would you have a WBC mandatory fight to fight Deontay Wilder? Okay, it would have to be something extreme, like you said, worth something for you to fight for the IBF title. Because once you do that, then you're out of the WBC.
Exactly.
You know? And you know what I'm saying? And I heard nothing of a deal being done with you guys. I haven't heard a date set or location. So last I heard, it might have even went to purse bid. So I'm kind of confused at this. But let me ask you something, Mr. Stiverne. Are these things common in the sport of boxing? Stuff
very,
like this?
very. But I've never been in the middle of it. I never been. I always heard about it, but I never been in the middle of it. But now, and that's the second time it happens. You know. So I just this is just like I don't know, man. I just didn't know how you at least let the fans start a rumor, but you as a promoter, as a professional, you're supposed to be professional, and a promoter, and you go in there and lie like this and saying all these false rumors.
So I've been asked a question in the room to ask you about Joseph Parker. A lot of people talking about him. and people understand that you sparred Joseph Parker before. Is this true?
Excuse me?
Have you sparred Joseph Parker before?
Yes, of course.
And what's it like? What's his power like?
I started sparring. My first time sparring with Joseph Parker was my first fight with Areola.
Okay.
And we've been working. He's been working with me for the second one also. Since we've been working anyway. We've been working since the first Areola, so it's been like maybe almost 4 years now.
Wow.
You know, so very, very good heavyweight, young, strong. And if I was Eddie Hearn, I wouldn't want to fight Parker right now.
How does he do against Dimitrenko?
With who?
Parker versus Dimitrenko. How does he do?
Is that who he fights?
Yes.
I don't see him having any trouble. Maybe a couple rounds to figure him out, but then I see him winning.
The other story that came out from Sky Sports was his teammate or his partner in the gym, Jim Spot, Ugano. Do you know him, the Polish guy?
The Black Polish.
The Black Polish, you call him? Yes.
Yeah. He's I've been working with him too.
How dangerous is he?
I've been working with him the same time I started with Parker.
Ah.
Yeah, Izu. You talking about Izu?
Izu, that's the man. I know that person.
Yeah.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Yes, he is. Very very good, very athletic. Has a good right hand. A very good right hand.
Better than Wilder's?
Huh? See, the thing about it, you see, he does not. Wilder doesn't hit like people think he does.
But Izu does hit. Yeah, you still there, Bermane? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Izu does hit then. Izu, he hits hard then compared to Wilder.
He has a better right hand than Wilder. Many of them got. Areola has more power than Wilder.
Okay, if you were to put Izu and Parker in the same ring together for them to fight against one another, who would you think would be better?
You gonna back me up into a corner?
You know I love doing that to you.
You always back me up to a corner. You always backing me up to a corner. Always.
Come on, champ. You can't leave us hanging like that, man.
I'm only teasing you, champ. You know,
he always put me on the spot.
No, I don't want the answer to that. I'm teasing. You know I'm teasing you as well, champ.
Nah, listen, they spar together.
Right.
And it's what I can say is I don't even people that spar I don't really look. But when they spar, I like to sit and watch.
Okay, you can leave it as that then. Fair enough. I'm not gonna ask you.
I mean they got the same trainer, so it makes it a little difficult because they know each other.
Right.
So it's that's like fighting yourself or sparring with yourself.
Okay, got some questions here. People are asking some questions. Ask him what did he learn from the Derek Rossi knockdown, and does he understand he cannot let that happen against Povetkin?
He said knocked out. Knocked out. The knockdown or knockout?
He said you can't afford to get knocked out.
But listen, the knockdown. I don't know, but the knockdown was not a. For people that don't know, the punch. It wasn't a punch that was hard or whatever. I was mostly out of my what's the word I'm looking for? Balance, and he hit me at the same time. But it was like it was because he hit me at the same time, so his score it's like a knockdown. It's not like he hit me and I went down and I got hurt, or it was a knockdown. It wasn't a punch. It was. I kind of wanted to duck, and then he hit me, barely touched me, and I went down.
Well, according to Eddie Hearn, Bermane Stiverne looked dreadful in his last fight. Again, Eddie Hearn.
Everybody has their days. When what's his name? Joshua fought was it White?
Dillian White, yes.
Joshua didn't look good at all. What does that have to do with anything? I mean, there's days that you look less not as good as you always look.
Right.
So that don't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
What are you doing differently for this Povetkin fight? Because it means so much to you and you want that revenge against Deontay Wilder. What are you doing in this fight differently to what you'd normally do in training camps? As you said, you've made a lot of adjustments.
And right now, what we're doing is there's a lot of conditioning involved.
Okay.
So this is my focus for this fight. A lot of conditioning, basically. You know what? I know how to fight. Of course, there's sparring and stuff like that, but our main focus right now is to be comfortable in the ring to do whatever we want to do from start to finish.
Okay. Seeing clips of you sparring. The one thing I have noticed a lot of your sparring so far, and you've laid out Zambano you've been sparring with. Is it Zambano? Is it Zambano, right?
Yes.
Seen a lot of body shots being thrown in those sparring.
Are you with me or against me?
I mean, you put it out live on Instagram. I mean,
right, but do you know how many people that wouldn't notice that?
No, it's obvious.
But now because you said it, now you know how.
Now you put
listen,
the ropes now.
There's a lot of people that watch boxing but don't pay attention to
oh my God.
The main the work or how I work. But then when you want to point out like this, it's like basically you rat me out.
No.
Yes, because like I said, there's a lot of people that can watch the sparring and watch, okay, it's a good sparring or whatever, but they don't pay attention to like the specific work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But you, as a reporter, that's your job. But now you just throw me under the bus. I appreciate it.
No, all it is that I just saw you're looking good. So I'm thinking, well,
I'll tell you what. Everyone post out, every post that I posted, nobody ever talked about the body shot. But watch this after this fight.
That tells you that I'm studying you very closely. I'm not just a fan.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you. But there's some things you just keep to yourself.
Help, please. Oh, can you help me out, please? Here.
Oh boy.
We can edit that out of the interview, all right? We'll just sort of edit it out, so we'll edit it out.
Well, you was better off keep talking about Eddie.
Yeah, well, I don't like to see you upset, though, man. I don't like to see you upset.
No.
I don't like to see you smiling. Because, hey, listen, I've interviewed you for a while now, and you know what it was like before. You know what people were saying. Bermane Stiverne, don't smile. Bermane Stiverne is boring. Bermane Stiverne is this. Now you're laughing and you're happy and
Yeah, but I told you about these.
Of course.
I could do an interview. I mean, but I'm not gonna hide it. I mean, there's certain people that I don't really care for, and if they want to interview, I'll do the interview. But it's not you won't get a lot of
talk out of you.
Basically.
Yes. Interesting. You talk about media. I go back to something's happening in the UK with Tyson Fury. A lot of people saying it's a witch hunt against him. How do you deal with the media that are not favourable to Bermane Stiverne? Do you? I say you say one or two word answers. Is that how you would deal with the media in general now that have written bad stuff about you previously?
The media. If I'm not that emotional, so people that say stuff about me, these are words, and mostly, most more important is the media, that the ones that put the stuff out there. 99% of them never had a chance to lay some gloves, get hit or hit something, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
It's a lot of people, even when they talk about me when I was champion, and after I was champion, it was always when I was champion. They call me the title holders.
Mm-hmm.
Not the heavyweight champ, but the title holder. But these are the same people that would call Wilder the heavyweight champ. That would point out heavyweight champ. And then the same people again, the former title holder.
Disrespectful.
And I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But I got them in check. I know who they are, and when the time comes, the time will come. The time will come, and we'll handle it
accordingly.
Yeah.
Bo, are you there still? Or you got into hiding?
No, I'm here. I'm still here.
Man, you're my correspondent here, bro. And you let me go on the fight. You should be jumping and saving me. Man, throwing them body shots on me.
Hey, I'm glad you said it before me, because I fought amateur, so I'm my eyes are used to looking at that, and I saw it. And when you said it, I said, "Thank God it was you, not me. At least he knows you." I gave up my location. He might come look for me. You know what? I've always said this about you, Stiverne. I like the way you fight. I like your footwork. I think you have a style that a lot of people, as a heavyweight, that a lot of people don't really pay much attention to. And you have a personality that I can relate to. But it's, like nowadays, people want you to either be drama all over social media, and that's just not you.
Right.
And I think you get a bad rap for that. But the only criticism I've had of you was you was a slow starter. I really felt like if you come out and jump on somebody right away, man, you could run them.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I was, it's so funny. I sparred today, and I was just thinking I was just saying that to myself. I was like, you know what? Let me lose the first round or whatever.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always said, I was like, you're a slow starter, and I was like, man, if Stiverne comes out and really bangs on people, because um, you're not like most big heavyweights. You're not like a slow big heavyweight. You are a good, decent, fast moving heavyweight. And I was like,
Appreciate it.
man, if he comes out and jumps on somebody, gets inside of them and leans on them and make them carry his weight, I said, man, this guy could be awesome. But you live and you learn, and I'm glad that you having this platform and opportunity, because I had no idea about the Ortiz situation. How did that come about? Like contract that you signed?
Oh, I just got a call from my manager at the time, and he said, I got good news. Because he texted me, like, I got good news. And I'm like, okay, like, call me back and let me know. And then he said, I got to fight for you. Yeah, we got to fight. And I said, okay, who? And then he's like, Luis Ortiz. I actually happy. And then the contract was sent. That same day, like within, like I said, 5-10 minutes. I asked him. I said, does the contract look good? I said the money looked good. Everything was good. I put the date on the contract. I signed the contract. I went to Kinko's, fax it back. That's the last time I heard about anything.
Let me ask you this: how does a former heavyweight champion go to Kinko's instead of fax, man?
I don't have that. I'm not a. I don't have all that. You know what? I stick on computers
Oh,
and the fax thing and all that. I don't really have that.
I got you. I got you. Let me ask you
But I
something.
do. But I did find an app though. You don't need to go Kiko no more. I did find an app. It's a
Hey,
beautiful app.
let me ask you something. When you heard about them saying you reject the fight, like in a situation like that, can't you come out and say something like, "No, I didn't reject the fight," or is there some type of confidentiality thing that they don't want
At
to
the
share?
time, at the time, it was because maybe a few months after, um, before he fought the guy from Philadelphia. What's his name? The one that fought Klitschko. He fought Klitschko.
Uh,
Oh,
I,
oh
I,
shit!
I can't think of his name right now. I know you're talking about.
From Philly. I
Right.
forgot
I
his
know.
name.
I can't think of his
Anyway,
name right now.
and then it was like, well, when it came out, it was like, well, Staverne is refused. Everybody is scared of him, and this. I'm not scared. Nobody's scared. And then his manager or trainer was saying a whole bunch of things like it's
Yeah, I
like
saw King Kong Boxing said that came out and said something about Bermane Stiverne's talking bull about the contract. So, and then I asked them, well,
I
okay,
still I still have the copy of the contract, the date that I fax it, and it cost me about what dollars. Some I still got everything here. If that's what they want to do, I can take a picture and put it on social media. The only reason why I didn't do it is because it has too much information about the purses and all that, and all. That's
yeah.
why I didn't do it. I would have done it because the date is right there. I signed a contract. There's the date I faxed the contract. I mean, like they if they want to lie, they can lie. I never ducked nobody. I never ducked King Kong. I don't know him, and I got nothing against him. But his people around him is whoever it is. I don't know if it's his manager or trainer. They're liars.
Do you think they see you either as an easy touch or a good person to get a name off the back of?
Of course it is. They it's easy to attack me because I'm not the type that's going to say, you know, I'm pretty much quiet. So
Ah,
people that say stuff about me, I don't get back to them and you know, defend myself or you know. But the thing is, if you're gonna say something that I said, this is when I will open my mouth. You can start all the rumors you want that I'm gonna fight him, but once you say something that I said, I mean, it's not cool to me. Like, I never ducked anybody or refused any fights.
Okay.
Never.
Here's something completely off topic, to do more with your home country of Haiti. It says, Ian Beale asked a question, and Ian Beale's a regular and does ask some very good questions. He says, ask Bermane what happened to Haiti. Read the president said Clinton Foundation stole all the earthquake relief money. Sounds about right. What do you know about it?
Can you say that one more time?
Of course I can, champ.
Yeah.
Says Ian Beale, he says, asked Bermane Stiverne what happened to Haiti, what happened in Haiti. Read the president said Clinton Foundation stole all the earthquake relief money. So do you know anything about that?
The Clinton Foundation is probably, or is, the worst thing that ever happened to Haiti.
Wow.
Worst thing that ever happened to Haiti. People don't. I didn't know till I went. You know, I realized a lot. There's a lot that's going on out there. We don't even have a president right now, and that's because of the Clintons. People in Haiti think they vote for a president. They don't. It's the Clinton that handpick who they want there.
Wow.
You know, we're supposed to have an election since last year. Never happened. But let her win this election in 2 months, and see how Haiti gonna get a president. How fast it's gonna take for Haiti to have a president.
So I guess
they control every single thing in Haiti. They control everything. Everything. The resources. We were the biggest they say export of the rice.
Right.
And her brother cut that, and her brother now China was getting rice from us.
Right.
So now everybody else now they go to Wisconsin to get rice because of her brother. The sugar cane, that was us. The gold, people don't even know the mine goes plenty. There's a lot of gold in Haiti. Haiti is a rich country. When I say rich country, I'm talking about what Haiti has to offer. You know what I'm saying? And the mine goes out there are like ridiculous.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And then they want to put some kind of image of Haiti, that Haiti is the poorest country, you know, this and that. But then there's so much that come out of the country.
Wow.
So much. And I just said a few with the rice, the gold, the sugar. There's so much more than that. But you know, it's controlled by the Clintons.
Wow. So if Trump were to get into power, how would that affect what's going on in Haiti?
Excuse me?
If Trump were to get into power, how would that affect Haiti?
I'm not really a politician.
Yeah.
Do I have the answer? I don't have the answer, but somebody, somewhere, I don't know who, but we have to get rid of the Clintons. and that's been going on since her husband was president.
Wow. So even when Obama was in office, it didn't make a difference.
No, because ev- anything that's over there in Haiti is you see like some kind of company, but the roots of it, or the
Foundation.
the one that makes a decision, it's the Clintons. You might go to I don't know, a resort hotel or whatever. Yeah, it's owned by this, it's owned by that. But who are the real owners, the real bosses, the one that calls the shot? It's the Clintons.
Wow. That's deep.
And me, I mean, they want to say how the earthquake in Haiti. To me, you want to know my honest opinion? I don't. It wasn't no
Inside.
earthquake. It
Wow.
wasn't no earthquake.
That was man-made, right?
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Please,
But I heard a
please.
story. I heard a story is because Haiti didn't cooperate.
No, because that's our history. Being if you read the Haitian history, Haiti history, we always been independent. You know, even with what 5,000 soldiers, and we was able to beat up the French and run them out of run out 600,000 French of Haiti with 5,000. Come on, man, this and that's how Haitians are. You know, very independent. We like the slave mentality. We never had that mentality. Independent. You know, and if you look at it, you go and research about the rebels, and and all that. Read about it. I'm not lying to you, but it's this is how we are. We like to do our thing, like our own thing, and not bid, not to answer to anybody. But do we have the resources, or you know, Haiti is not a rich country when I'm talking about economic. Obviously, we're not strong when it comes to that. So that's why people come in and just take advantage.
Says here, Ian Beale goes on to continue. Their foundation, the Clintons, have made over $100 billion since it began. And he also
And where that money was made in Haiti or cause Haiti. Not 1 cent was spent in Haiti.
wow, wow. He continues by going, there was cloud formations the night before the event over Haiti. He says it's HARP, so it's definitely a man-made event. I've always felt it was a man-made event as well, because I remember them saying about Haiti and saying how Haiti was refusing to comply with certain laws, or refusing to comply with something. And then before we know it, bang, the earthquake, the supposed earthquake.
Of course, yeah, supposedly. So supposedly, they probably wanted to try some type of bomb, and you know, or some type of experience they wanted to try, and they use 80 to do it. But hey,
Yeah.
this is it's oh boy.
Let me ask you a
You know,
question. Oh, did you want to say something, Bo?
yeah,
Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead.
thanks. I'm a historian myself. The reason why I believe that earthquake was man-made is that earthquake took place in the main city, Port-au-Prince. And if anybody know anything about geography, Port-au-Prince is kind of close to the Dominican Republic, and they felt nothing. And they share the same island. They felt nothing.
Right.
Also, like Jermaine said, well, I know for a fact, and I'm glad Stefan can confirm this. Haiti, the Dominican Republic, asked Haiti for their help to free themselves from the Spanish, because Haiti had just freed themselves French. And when Haiti helped them, they helped them based upon the agreement that they'll work together to, on the island. And as soon as that happened, they reneged on their word. And the Haitians just said, you know what, forget y'all, and they went back, they went back to their side.
That's not that's come on, man. There's more than that. You got that one. You got the purchase of Louisiana.
Yes.
That gave the United States of America 15 other states.
Sure did.
Because if it wasn't for us, the United States of America would not be United States of America. When they had when the 4th of July, who was the decoy that was first in line to fight for the United States? Haitians.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that. You see what I'm saying? You got because we beat the French, that Napoleon had control of South America, the entire South America, the Latinos. Because we beat the French, they freed the Latin America. People don't know that. People don't know
that. That's true. And also, like you said, America was made up of what they got from the Louisiana Purchase, and also they took half of Mexico.
Of course.
And they took a lot from there. And though when you add that together, that basically what makes up the 50 states. You're absolutely correct. I'm glad that you said that on this platform because people need to be educated on that. Thank you so much.
Hey man, this is a lot of people like to tell stories, but they dictate or they don't tell you the full story, or they handpick of what you want to say or what they want to say.
They tell you his story, not history. His story.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because when they talk to you about the Louisiana Purchase, Haiti is never mentioned. But if you go and make your own research and you read about it, Haiti is all over it. Haiti is all over it.
Always.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a historian.
There would not be a 4th of July if it wasn't for us.
Wow.
They didn't even have to fight because we took care of business.
Wow. But
what can I say? It's not to blame America. I live in America, so I love the country. But it's just a history. If you're gonna teach a history, I'd like to know the not ABC. Then you start at M. MN. Tell me the whole story from A to Z.
See, now are we going to go back to this? It's very interesting because the way you were being treated before the fight with yourself and Wilder, you were the champion, but they weren't prepared to promote you in America. And they referred to you as the Haitian. They never referred to you as the guy living in America. They referred to you as the Haitian. Looking at it even deeper now, how disrespectful was that then?
It's not disrespectful. I mean, to me, to a certain extent, but it doesn't bother me. It really does. It really don't. The title was gone. It was Klitschko had it for so long, and I was the first one to bring it back. And they even though I am a citizen, and I got the title, and they kept on calling me the Haitian. That don't bother me. I mean, if you guys want to use the Haitian, the Haiti, why not? I mean, it'll give my country to be known everywhere.
That's a question. So you become WBC heavyweight champion of the world, all right? Now,
right.
Think this out, world heavyweight champion. How much effect with a world heavyweight title belt can you have in Haiti? And I don't mean that in the sense that and this is not an insult to you. This is more of a I'd like to know as what I'm picturing this belt on your shoulder. You're a world heavyweight champion, and what sort of finances and backing could you get to give the young people of Haiti a better future, being world heavyweight champion?
You know, as a champion, I wasn't able to do that like that. But as you know, recently I went to Haiti,
Yes.
and I did some great work. I had some great time. I have fun working. You know, for people that don't know, right now I have a foundation in Haiti that's called Bermane Stiverne Foundation. Uh, I'm taking care of a gym in Haiti. Actually, building the gym in Haiti for these fighters and kids uh, that actually lost their parents when it was 4 or 5 when the earthquake happened, and they're like maybe what 12, 13 today, and homeless, and they want to fight. So whatever I did, didn't do when I was a champion because I wasn't able to do it. I'm doing it now, and I'm having fun doing it. I thank God for it. I have all these kids under my wings, and it's going good right now. I have a good relationship with the the federation, the amateur federation, and some promoters in Haiti, professional fighters promoter, uh, people from this, and I mean basically the whole country. I got support from my native country. The whole country supported me. Um, they basically made me the face of boxing out there, which I'm very happy. So I take full responsibility for it. And then right now I'm just thinking about working and making things happen for these kids. And the negative part or whatever it is, I just don't mind it and just keep working right now.
Well, champ, if I haven't said it already, I would be more than happy to help wherever I can to see that foundation get whatever we can do, via Bayloric, to help the foundation. You've got me on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And going home to your homeland to do work, it's nothing better. I did the same thing myself, going back to the Caribbean and did some work over there, and it's a fantastic experience. I'm telling you, it's just money can't buy that experience. Seeing a young person, in a situation less than yourself, or family, situation less than yourself, and you just putting a hand out to try and help out. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it is. I had when I went. I haven't been in Haiti in so long, so, and not so long, but having the chance to do this kind of work or what I was doing in Haiti, it made me a different person, and my mind is just to see these kids with talent. And there was one of the kids, I don't know, I think I posted him on my social media. He had a blue shirt with a red hat on, and I saw him, and he was like fighting like a like a real fighter, and he had skills. And then I pulled him on the side, and I'm like, "What did you learn how to fight like this?" So who showed you? And then his answer was YouTube. I said YouTube. I said, who do you watch on YouTube? He said Floyd Mayweather.
Ah, not Mark Kimori then.
But it was just to see these kids, how they have nothing.
Yeah,
They could barely take a shower, and I brought these kids to the kids that was fortunate to shower and have a gym and taking a shower. They went to that gym and whooped every single one of those kids that had the luxury of showering, food, water, and having a ring, because these kids, the way they do their ring is to make a big circle outside and spar.
yes.
With no mouthpiece and no hand wraps. So I was able to send 100 mouthpiece, 100 hand wraps, in Haiti just to, because now right now, I'm in preparation for my fight, so I don't really have the time. I do have somebody that's taking care of that, so but little by little we um, working together and building the gym out there and give them what's necessary for them to be able to train.
Okay. I am conscious of time because I know that you were saying to me earlier there's things you have to do.
Yes, sir.
Back to. So we've got to keep you on track with that. In terms of the fight with yourself and Povetkin, I hear you're saying it's not going to be in Russia.
So far that's what I keep hearing. So I heard a lot. I heard New York popping up a lot. So
No rumble in the jungle then. No Africa then.
I wouldn't think so.
Oh, that's a shame.
I wouldn't think so. But hey,
young man,
I don't mind wherever it's at. That's where I'm going.
Stiverne, Boomboye, Stiverne, Boomboye. So no, that's not going to happen. Then we won't get that then.
It's still a possibility, There's nothing confirmed yet, so I think we gotta wait till the 30th. I was told, and then on the 30th, which is this week or this weekend or something.
End of this week.
Yeah, so that's what I'm waiting for.
Right, because there were some reports that said Bermane Stiverne versus Povetkin is signed and everything's agreed, and then when I contacted you, said no, nothing's been totally agreed yet. So
no.
So good. I'm glad. And
again, rumors.
But this fight will happen though.
Yes, it will happen.
Because Povetkin's. Are you concerned? Or by the way, I don't know if I told you, I met Maurice Suleiman. By the way.
Oh, nice guy.
He is a lovely guy, isn't he? I met him when he was in London. I met him for the first time, and he said to send his regards. And he's such a lovely guy, lovely guy. And we were talking about the fight with yourself and Povetkin. And I spoke to another guy, Alonso something. He's a WBC supervisor.
Yes. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
He was talking, and I asked him about Povetkin, and I asked him, well, okay, nice to see this fight scale between Stiverne and Povetkin. Can you talk to me about the drug situation with Povetkin? And will he be clean coming into this fight with Stiverne? Based on the fact that 1 minute you said that, he's banned and he's not going to box again. And then the next minute you've turned around and said, no, he's okay, he's clean and he can box. So what is it? He's either banned or he's not banned. What was it? So he said to me, well, I can't really get into technicalities and waffle. It's like the waffle. I can't really get into and he obviously spoke with either Mexican or sort of he had a different kind of tone, accent. I can't get into technicalities and waffle because I'm here to do Golovkin versus Brock. I said, yeah, but you're the WBC man. I've got to come to you. Well, I'm the legal representative for blah 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 blah. I said, well, basically, don't answer that question. So, have you got any concerns yourself about Povetkin and the whole drug thing before you disappear?
No, I mean, there is a program that they but we had to fill up some papers in May, and it starts August 1st. Okay.
Do you have confidence in that program? It's all right saying there's a program. Do you have confidence in it, or do you feel it will be biased for one camp and not biased to another?
I mean, it has to be submitted to Vita. So I'm pretty much confident that it's not like a home job or like an inside job or whoever gets the urine or the blood it has nothing to do with me, him, or the WBC. So
this time round you fight Povetkin. The last big fight you were in, and we talked about the Wilder thing and how you felt possibly something was in the water, or you were drugged, or you were definitely dehydrated. This time round against Povetkin, What are you going to do this time to ensure it doesn't ever happen again? In terms of your training
Oh,
camp, in terms of your team, in terms of the people around you, we all want you to win this fight, but we want to know that.
I keep everything in the house. No outsiders. It's very strict. Um,
So stricter than it was for the Wilder fight.
yeah, because you know what, I would admit that the Wilder fight, there was a lot going on around me. Um, Maybe too many people that had access to me. Um, you
Ah.
know, uh, what can I do? What can I say? It's you would not know. See, people that never been um, in that type of or this in this stage.
Yeah.
You never know till it happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
You will have people that's the most evil people around you. You never see it. You would see. Thank God, most of them, I kind of like brush it off or just close my eyes on it and just kept walking. But if I would have accepted most of the people or whatever it is, you know, it's just a dirty business, really dirty. When you heavyweight champion of the world, and I bet you, if you would ask uh, 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 Wilder or Joshua
Or Fury.
or Fury, they would tell you when you are heavyweight champion of the world. Listen, you are in
Target.
a target, but you are so like in the okay. You basically when you champion and you're heavyweight champion of the world, it's like everybody else live on planet Earth, and I'm on Mars. So it's like everybody sees you as everybody's just trying to get at you, and just I don't know if I can't. This is something that you have to experience.
Experience.
I can't
But
describe it to you.
there's something I'm picking up. There's something I'm picking up, and I can't get it out of Tyson. I've spoken to Peter about it, but there's something there that when you become world heavyweight champion, there's something you're treading on something there that is it's a land it's a road for the few.
But
Because so many
there's also when you heavyweight champion of the world, me, I always wanted to be me and not be different to anybody else.
right.
And there's people coming at you to tell you not to be you.
What?
Like you have to refuse this. You have to. You can't do this. You can't do that. And you can't do this with a certain people. Oh yeah, I have many people that came at me, but I always refused that because to me, I was champion, and before I was champion, I used to talk to this person all the time, and now I'm told that I shouldn't be talking to this person, or things like that. You know what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense. There are people I was talking to when they started their career. Now that's interesting you said this. There are people I was starting when they started their career. And when I talk to them, they ring my phone, oh, Ingram, let's do an interview. And then they get to pound for pound status and I don't get a call from them anymore. And I'm scratching my
No, I mean this is the and that's not even the half of it. There you will have people that comes at you and coming at you, and me, I don't need security. I don't need all that type of nonsense or whatever. I like to go to a show. I go and walk or whatever. And I was always told to like, no, you have to this entrance, that entrance. I don't want that. I'm like I always told them I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be. I just want to go wherever There was a one particular experience where when I go to the fights at MGM, I always use the same entrance. Always use the same thing. You know. If I got to come up all the way up the arena to walk all the way down, this is what I'm going to do. You know, okay, so now you heavyweight champion of the world, so they give you access to the back Well, okay, I'll take it, but it's just like at some point I just didn't want to do that. I mean, the door is right there. Why I got to go around and go in the back for what? You know? And
So,
then
so part of that, would that also mean that you would have to join a specific type of club?
exactly, it's not because now they expect you to be this superstar or this have this glamour, and you are, different from everybody else. Me, the one thing I don't do is I don't want to put myself where I treat people different or make them feel like they below me or I'm higher than them. I'm not like that.
So that so when you talk about this, the last time you spoke, you opened up about a slave contract with Klitschko, and one smart ass across Twitter said to me, "Oh, Bermane's Bermane's talking about slave contracts. Maybe he should talk about the slave contract he had with Don King."
Well, maybe he was the one that was negotiating my contract with Don. I don't have a slave contract. Um, mm, I'll put it like this: if it was so bad with Don King, don't you think I would have left him or went somewhere else? I could have done that. I mean, many times. Could have done that many times. But my contract was always fair with the man. I always had a good contract with the man. I always there's nothing fishy about the contract.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I've been in my contract. He doesn't tell me what glove to wear or what sock to put or which mouthpiece to have or which color trunk to have. I'll tell you what though, when you fight Klitschko, they want to control all that. They want to control all of that.
See, with Fury now, they're saying he's got a lot of the issues he's got, or the mental health issues he's got. The problem at the moment are caused by what's going on at the moment with the whole being world heavyweight champion and the stress and the Klitschko's and stuff going on behind closed doors. Can you understand why he would be in a position like that, Fury?
Yes and no, but some people are able to manage their stress better than others. But if that's the case, I don't know. I don't know what's really going on because I heard it was health issues. Then I heard they put him in a nut house and all kinds of stories. So I don't know what's the truth.
Wow.
We don't know what's the.
Wow. When did you hear the thing about him being in a nut house?
I heard that. When did I hear that? I heard that today.
Wow.
Today I heard that today that they put him in the nut house. He went crazy. Something.
Do you think that?
I don't.
Well, I'll tell you something here. I heard another story about another heavyweight. I'm not going to mention what his name is. A very talented heavyweight, and he had made a lot of money, and he basically got on the wrong side of the promoter. And the story is, he said he saw the devil, right? That's how dark it was. He said he saw the devil, and his partner turned around and said to me that he has never been the same man since. He said that man has no fear. But after he had that meeting with that promoter, the darkness that he saw, and when he got in the cab afterwards, his whole demeanor changed.
Jesus, who was that promoter?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. But it wasn't Don King, that's for sure. But and it was the dealings. The dealings are because the people were so jealous of what he was doing and what he was achieving and the money he was making. They were jealous. They wanted to come any which way. So what's going on with Fury? I would not be surprised if there's a direct relation to what happened with that former guy, that former champion. And I'm not mentioning whose name is obviously.
I don't know. I don't know.
But the pieces are coming together. There is something that happens when you, as you said, as you become champion, something happens, and you put.
No. When you become heavyweight champion, this is some other shit. That is not the same as any other weight class. When you are a heavyweight champion of the world, that means you're on the same level as Ali and all those great. There's nothing like heavyweight champion of the world. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. It could either drive you crazy. It could either it could do a lot to you. A lot to you.
Damn.
Let me
do a lot to you.
Bo?
yeah. Let me say. Let me ask you this, champ, because I know this as well. There are certain belts that when you get around your waist, WBC being one of them, it's like what you said. It's not so much that people want a piece of you. It's just that you've been introduced to the whole world, and there's a particular type of, like, they want you to be marketable, and if you're not marketable,
Yeah,
they want you to change. Is that true for
exactly.
like? Is that true for like not
Me,
just?
that was my main that was my main thing because I wouldn't change.
Right,
I was asked to
right,
change. I was asked to do things different, and I didn't want to. I wanted to stay this to who I was.
right.
I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change. But I was asked to change, and then me, because I don't have anything. People champion. I'm more like the people champion. So I always allow people to come in my circle, and as a champ, I allowed people to come in my circle, and it was a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because I had a lot of genuine people that cared for me, but there was more people that cared for me than people that didn't care about me. And people that didn't care about me or came in just to do damage were able to do more damage than than the amount of the good people that was around me.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And that right there, I'll tell you right now, just because I have a good heart. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I allowed a certain thing to happen, and because I kind of like let a lot of people have access to me, and it cost me my title. It cost me my title. But you know what? I rather, I lost the title. When you think about it, was I happy in a way that I lost the title? Yes, I was. I was because I was new to this, didn't know nothing about this, and to see the people how low they would put themselves, and how evil those people would, you know, the evilness that they have, and they would do anything. But now that I'm aware and I know about it, and I've been champion before, I lost my title. When I will be champion again, it won't be the same thing.
But
Because I know now, I know now it will be different.
if you remember, Bermane, if you remember rightly, I was calling you guys regular. And I kept asking, listen, something dodgy is going on. Something dodgy is going on. Something dodgy is going to happen. I kept saying it over and over and over and over again. I was saying to Don, have you checked the water? Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done this? It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. I'm like, right, okay, fair enough. And then you come back afterwards and tell me you're dehydrated.
Everything I was, for that Wilder fight, I was in the best shape of my life. I've been in the best shape of my life, and I was home in Las Vegas. I was in my house, and I decided to, since everything is out there, let me go and check out the hotel. I checked in the hotel on Tuesday. I got up on Wednesday. The first thing that happened to me when I got up, I was dizzy. Never been dizzy in my life. I was dizzy. I had a bunch. I was itchy, dizzy, all of that. But in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'll be stressed. Like it's a big fight. My first defense. There's a lot of people, and if I people was like telling me, well, you been drug or whatever. I'm like, nah, no, you know, I'm not. I would always say to people, nah, nobody drugged me. It is what it was, and I lost the title or whatever. But when you sit back and you relax and go you go through everything that went in your mind and you put two and two together, I would take back the answer I gave these people because it's a strong possibility that
Yeah,
somebody did something to me. I'm not saying
Hey,
that that's
champ.
what happened. I'm not saying that's what happened, but when I think about it and I go to my mind, I recap everything
that happened.
and think about it that happened. So come on,
Yeah, man. They
it's, it,
wanted it.
it,
They wanted that title. They wanted that title by hook or by crook. You could
oh
tell.
yeah, yeah. It was.
That's all.
It,
I was just
Oh,
gonna ask. I thought it was regular funny that they didn't even. You wasn't even an option for a rematch, and I thought that was kind of weird myself.
no, I mean, man, it was from like I said, from the time I checked in the hotel, even when I was at the fight, I saw everything while there was throwing, and it's just like I felt like I was tied up with some ropes, and I could move my head and throw punches. You know, everybody knows me. When I fight, I fight. I'll mix. I mixed up with whatever it is, and if I lose, I'm gonna go out swinging. If I lose, I lose. But losing the way I lost with, come on, it's. I know me, man. I just know me. But hey, I don't have any proof of you know what could have happened. But can I can I? I would never. The answer I had when people was first asking me about the loss was I drugged or whatever, and I was like, no, never, you know. But I'll take it back because I believe that would have been a possibility for something like that to happen.
okay. To close off our interview with you, Bermane, because I know you got to go. Povetkin, what sort of problems do you think Povetkin's going to pose you?
What sort of what?
Problems do you think Povetkin will pose?
Problems? I don't think I'll have any problems if I'm ready. Honestly speaking, if I get myself ready and if, I, if I'm ready and prepared well and listen to what I'm told, I don't think I'll have any problem. But he is a busy fighter. Like I said before, he's kind of like an areola, but throws a lot of punches and combinations. Um, 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 you know, these are the. I'm not saying it's an easy fight, but it's a fight uh, um, that I believe that he's tailor made for me. But that's up to me.
People say you need to be in the best shape of your life to beat Povetkin. You need to be in shape. You need to be switched on and ready. There can't be no slow starting, taking 5 rounds to get yourself together. It has to be.
No. I am a slow starter, but it don't take me 5 rounds.
None of them ones. None of them
It
ones.
don't take me. It don't take me 5 rounds.
None
That's
of them
the
5
worst.
rounds. You know what I'm
The
talking about
worst.
now. None of them 5 round jobs. So it took me 5 rounds to get
Yeah.
moved up.
The worst is around, not 5. I don't have 5. I don't have 5 to worst.
Is there anything else you'd
Yeah.
like to say to the fans that are tuning in? Have you got a message to them in terms of the Povetkin fight?
The greatest fight, the greatest fans in the world, man. And thank you. I'm very honored to have fans like that. When they inbox me. So sometimes I try to respond. To every single one of them on Instagram and Facebook. It's so much that I can't really answer to everybody, but I do read them and I appreciate everything. Even the last time the fight with Wilder, there was a lot of people that was supporting me, and I appreciate every one of them. You know, I got the best fans in the world, and you know, like I said, I really appreciate them, and God bless them. And I look forward for that fight. There's going to be a terrific fight. People know when I fight, I always bring the excitement, and this is going to be the type of fighters that Povetkin is, and myself. You know, we both explosive. We both um, exciting fighters, and the best man will win, which is me.
Have you got an ideal weight you're going to come in at?
Excuse me?
An ideal weight for the fight?
TBA.
Okay, I understand totally. Bermane Stiverne, thank you so much for talking to Baylor TV. Bo, did you have anything to ask Bermane before he disappears?
Yes. You are going into this fight with Povetkin. Can we expect Bermane Stiverne to come out and make a statement by putting Povetkin on his behind?
This for the world title. just ask yourself the last time I fought for the world title, what happened?
Exactly. Also,
so listen, I'm not going. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not leaving anything in the ring, and listen. This is for the basically the world heavyweight champion of the world. Like this is a world title. You know what I'm saying? So. Right. There's no holding back. There's no cutting corners and all that. None of that. Okay. I will tell people that they will see the best Bermane ever.
And I want you to tell those that counted you out when you lost to Wilder. Now that you're back, what do you say to those people that counted you down and out when you lost?
I'll be waiting on y'all. I'll be waiting on y'all. I know I'm gonna get some phone calls and some emails and texts. I'll be waiting on y'all.
Man, listen, you are, man. This is my first interaction with you, man. You're a class act. I appreciate how you represent yourself, not just as a fighter, but as a human being. Mm-hmm. And things that you're doing in Haiti, I'll definitely be plugging that on my show. And man, I hope to get a chance to talk to you in the future, and be looking for me from Truth and Facts about boxing, and of course the movement also, man. Appreciate you.
All right, appreciate it, my brother.
Bermane Stiverne, once again, thank you so much for talking to Baylor TV, and let us know as soon as you put your name on that dotted line. Let us know.
I don't know about us, but I'll let you know.
Okay, champ. Thank you so much.
All right.
Take care,
Take care, man. Thanks, man.
Thanks a lot. Good night.